Hello everybody, Ashenfall TF2 here. I'm not well. I have a horrible cold. So I decided I was going to show you what I have changed recently. First off, you'll notice this baby. It's called a chunk loader, and if I show you the lasers function here, if you look up into the sky, it will show you lasers as to which areas are chunk loaded. We've got here, and I've got some cows here, which actually is the second thing I want to show you. So let me turn off these lasers first. 17, okay. Right. I've got some cows growing, some sheep's, got some flowers, and I've got an apiary, which is currently got some frames in it with a valiant queen. That beekeeping, which is what I'm doing, is part of the forestry mod. And an apiary is done like so. So you have the apiary here, which takes 3 slabs of any wood with 5 planks of any wood and a impregnated casing. Impregnated casings are made in a carpenter, which requires seed oil to make, and that's 8 logs in a ring with a gap in the middle. And to make a carpenter, you have to do 6 bronze on the side with a sturdy casing which is made of 8 bronze and 2 glass on the top. And to get the seed oil, what you need is a squeezer, and I can't spell squeeze. Squeezer here, which is the same recipe except you replace the bronze on the sides here with tin. And what you do is you throw the seeds into the squeezer there, and it will eventually make enough for you to pump out into a carpenter, which you can then use to make said casings. So not much has changed on that front, just a little farm with some bees growing. Yes, I've added a chest here, which is filled with lots of magical items. I'm going to walk you through what I've done recently, so you'll see this, which you recognise. I have an enchanting table here with just one bookshelf at the moment and an anvil, and if we go into here, whoa, look at this. Okay, so this is what I've done while I'm ill. Nether portal, awesome. Lava and water tank, which pumps into an igneous extruder. Lava goes in this side, water goes in this side, they come together, you get free whatever you pick. So I can pick cobblestone, stone, or obsidian. Obsidian is what I've been after recently, so that's what I'm making. All I have to do is get a bucket of water, bucket of lava, pour them both in there, one after the other. Works like a charm. The 3 engines, which I've set up with the aqueduct, which I showed you last episode, I actually pushed that back because it was too far forward, and set up my engines. I'm using energy conduits, which are produced like so. Kind of difficult. You need to moltenize redstone and then pour it into an energy conduit, which is empty, and then that gets turned into a redstone energy conduit. You make these with 2 electrum ingots and a hardened glass. Electrum being made with what is it? Where is it? An electrum blend, which is gold dust and silver dust. You can pulverize both to get that, and then you mix them in a crafting table and smelt it up. Yep, so that's how you get that. And the hardened glass is 2 pulverized obsidian and a lead ingot, and an induction smelt will get you 2. So let's look at my setup thus far. Okay, so first off, 3 levers, 3 engines. Here I've got a redstone energy cell, which is storing loads of energy. You see it dips down every now and then, but that's fine, that's normal. And I can change the output amount, etc, etc. This is like a battery box for energy when you're using conduits, so that's very useful. I also have an energy tesseract set up, which is called the main power feed. That hasn't actually got a place to go yet, which is fine, but yeah, I haven't really done anything with that yet. And then the energy line comes out of here and into my sawmill, which if you put some logs into there, you get 6 planks and a chance to get some sawdust, and when you get 9 sawdust, you can put them together and smelt it for a piece of charcoal. Next down we have the rolling machine. I haven't actually used this yet, but you can use that to make plating. Next along is the magma crucible. This is what you would put the redstone in to turn it into molten redstone, which would be on this side. I have this side eject into the liquid transposer, which will enter into this filter here. You can put the empty energy conduits into here and it will pull the molten redstone into it, create the conduits. You can also eject this with this button and a portable tank above the block where this conduit would be, and turn it into a portable tank filled with redstone, and then you would get rid of it. Well, you wouldn't get rid of it, you can remove the tank with the crescent hammer by crouch right clicking, and that will keep the tank's contents while it being in your inventory. So if you put in, say, 2.5 buckets worth of redstone by this button that was in here, and you eject it out into the tank, and then shift right click with the crescent hammer on the tank, you can place down the tank anywhere else and it would still have that 2.5 buckets of redstone, molten redstone in it. So excuse me. Next along we have 2 machines. Excuse me. The induction smelter, which is the pulverized obsidian, lead, gets you hardened glass. Above it is a centrifuge for any combs that I get from the bees, which will give you, normally you get beeswax and honey drops, but other bees give you specialized items as well. Sometimes you get propolis, which is very nice. Next along we have the powered furnace, pretty obvious what it does. And a squeezer, which currently is filled with liquid honey, which I plan to eject into these wax capsules, made with the beeswax, by the way. And then next along we have the pulverizer, which would be, as you expect, to pulverize ores. When you pulverize an ore, let me see if I can find one quickly. We'll get to that later. Let's see, any ore nearby that I can pulverize here. Oops. Let's have a look. Nope. I've already got it all. Shut up, stupid zombie. Right, okay. Let me try this one again. Let's go down this way. Aha, right. Okay, so we have a piece of tin ore. If we head all the way back up here, I need to put stairs on this. I might do that this episode actually, but this is more of a catching up episode because I feel horrible, so I'm just gonna catch you up on what's happening. Yeah, so if I chuck this into the pulverizer, it will slowly burn through it, and I'll get 2 pulverized tin. I can then cook the 2 pulverized tin and get an ingot out of each, so I get 1 tin ingot and 2 tin ingots just from that single ore. And it's basically, these 2 together are a macerator and an electric furnace together. So that's exactly what they do. And then above this baby we have a carpenter, which is currently making impregnated sticks, which are used for frames, which are used in the bees. So that's this area. I actually have a lower area down here with torches, and you can see we've got some weird stuff going on. So this is currently a square of bricks, not irregular bricks. I'll explain that a bit later. This baby, however, is a multi-block structure, which is when you combine multiple blocks together and they form one big like GUI interface. This is a coke oven furnace. You put regular coal in here, it turns it into coal coke, which is twice as powerful. It generates twice the heat and lasts twice as long. It's like one of these equals 2 coal, basically. And it also generates a side product of creosote oil, which I will also get into later. That's used for railcraft. And what you do is with this baby, when it's fully built, it'll be it'll be up to this block, all the way down. You can take the coal coke, put it inside this, put some iron in, and you get steel, which is what I will be using very later on. But to get those bricks, you need soul sand, nether brick, and magma cream, which is kind of annoying to get when you're lower tier. I got my steel helmet, some iron armor, gold sword, some diamond tools, which I enchanted. I also enchanted my other stuff as well. Enchanting is amazing. You should really do it when you get to, because excuse me, it's so much worth your while. This Mabee's chest, I've got some out here. I'm actually gonna go sleep. And wow, it's already been like 10 minutes already. Whoa, that was quick. Yep, so that's what I've been doing. Farm's coming along. I just added 2 lines of wheat there. My chests have been glitching out all morning. That is what they do. They dance. And when I do this, if you look here, the lid switches place. If I do it over here, it does it here as well. It's so odd. I've got my little wheat thing there. Loads of items. I found 2 dungeons now, both zombie dungeons, which is pretty cool. So I've got like 3 saddles, some cocoa beans, 2 records. Oh, this baby is what I wanted to show you as well. So the Forge Lexicon. Now, I'm guessing some of you have tried to make a recipe, say with tin, and you see here it's tin nuggets. But if you put those together, I don't think they create the same tin. Yeah, see? They don't stack. So you might be thinking, oh, but I want them to stack. What you can do, you can craft this baby, like so. Book, gold, iron, cyan wool. And you get something called the Forge Lexicon. Now, when you right click, it doesn't do much. Okay? I think if you right click on an ore, like copper or tin, it'll convert it straight away. But if not, actually, I can test that. Nope, it doesn't. But, aha, that's what I was going to show you. If you crouch right click, you get this interface. Now if I throw this tin in here, it says the name of it, what you can convert it to, and there you go, converts it. So obviously it's showing you what item it would be. Obviously when you create that type of tin, you normally get 2. And as you can see, this is 2025765, and that is the same one. There's 3 different types of tin. Well, actually, there's quite a few types of tin. As you can see, it won't let you transform between the 2. But we can click this button here, and it will instantly transmute it into the correct type. And then we can change that into whatever we want. It'll change as many as you put in. So let's turn these back. There we are. And it will stack. Like I'm going to actually, I'll show you on camera a good use of it. So, excuse me, ow, my throat is killing me. So crouch right click, tin, right one, click it, 610, place in chest, all done. So I like to keep it in my ores chest. I don't know why it was in the other one, but we won't pay attention to that. So yeah, that's what I've been doing really. I haven't changed much, and it seems like my bees are done. So let's have a look what I get. Ooh, cocoa combs. That is what I was looking for. So we've got some sugar as a byproduct, cocoa combs, we get marbled drones and valiant princesses and drones. I'm trying to make purebred valiants because that allows me to get cocoa combs and sugar like very easily, and cocoa is what you need for a special type of frame known as a cocoa frame. So that is a really nice thing to get. I wasn't expecting cocoa combs. So if I'll show you how to do it. You just put the cocoa combs in there. It grabs energy from the cells here, and it will process them. As you see, you get cocoa beans and beeswax. Sometimes you'll get honey drop as well. But yeah, cocoa combs is one of the predicted side objects. I will eventually need propolis, or propolis, whatever you want to call it, to make the specified bee like products. Damn chests dancing everywhere. I wonder if a block update will keep them happy. Nope. Nope, they're not having it. Okay, right, so I have some beeswax now. I might actually, I'll show you how to make the capsules. You can make capsules like that. Also, you make liquid waterproofing with them as well, so they're really useful. I think I'm going to, I'm going to put the capsules in here for now. As soon as I start getting honey, then I'll start producing that. I don't actually get honeycombs from this. So, yep, I can do that, and I will put this away here. Sugar I wasn't expecting, which is cool, because, you know, sugar is useful. You can use sugar in many things, like cake, or a speed boost for a router. You can make pumpkin pie. And fermented spider eyes, of course, and you can also get some special potion thingies, which we'll get into. That is weird. But, yeah, that was a good find with the cocoa combs, actually. I was not expecting that. And, of course, using the frames really helps, like, as you can see here. Dang cows. Like, the lifespan's already reducing quite a bit. I need more seed oil, though. So, I've been trying to get into Thorncraft. As you can see, I've got all of these plants all growing. I have a chunk loader, so it's always loaded, no matter where I am. But it's not really, being harvested. Also, this little dip here. If you look up here, I have a lever, which will eject what is ever in my squeezer into the carpenter. At the moment, it's filled with honey, so I don't want it to eject. But this is my little Thorncraft room. Currently, I haven't got any research going, but I've got an arcane table. This is going to be where the arcane infusion altar would be, but I haven't got that yet because I've like if we look at my Thornomicon that I've got over here, I'm on my second world, so I don't have any of the research that I did before. But I found the first three, Nitor, Elementum, and Gunpowder. I probably won't do any of these researches on, like, I probably won't do them on camera, just because people don't like them. And yeah, so, you know, the basics are all up here. And I found the thermometer, which isn't really useful for anyone, but yes, the thermometer acts like a mystical compass pointing you towards the center of the nearest magical aura. I could technically craft one of those right now, but I don't plan to because I don't really have the resources for it because I drained them all making all of those machines. But what I really want to get into is all the way down here. I need to get this. This is Gollemancy. Golems are awesome. They are a lifesaver and they are very important. But it requires the unified Thormic theory, unified deal theory or something. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that this episode. This has already gone on for 20 minutes already. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed this little update video. It's not really an episode, I know, but I'm not really feeling great. So, like, my throat is so sore right now. And I don't have a drink with me. So, I will probably see you guys at some point in the very near future. I'm going to try and record an episode the day I feel better. Because, obviously, you guys haven't had a video in a while. Makes me sad. I've not been noticing that at all. So I'll hoe this quickly. Yeah, and let's just plant these seeds, not in a centrifuge. Honey, I don't need it for now. I'm tempted to just set up 2 squeezers and have the other one up here and just. But yeah. So I am Ashenfall TF2. I hope you enjoyed this episode, but honestly I didn't. But that's just because I feel ill. So I'll see you guys next time.